Good morning to the boys of Weinberg and to all the staff of Weinberg. I'm Daniel Kutsia and I have been asked to say a couple of words for Mr. Rudd on behalf of the students. Today we are having to say a sad yet well-wished goodbye to a dear family member of ours. He's been with us for 15 years and in that time he's had a major impact on the school. We know him as a house head, an EGD teacher and as the soccer manager. Today we say bye to Mr. Rudd. A lot of you will see Mr. Rudd at first and think of him as a scary guy. But once you get to know him, he's this welcoming, down-to-earth person. I spoke to a few teachers and all I could get was positive feedback about the show. How you guided them in their journey at Weinberg and led them to be the teachers they are today. In my opinion, he is one of the few teachers that actually care about the well-being of the students at the school, and he's always trying to keep us on track with our work. Some of the memories I have of Mr. Rudd. This one time I was playing soccer in the field with my friends, so I started sweating out my one friend, and then I turned around and Mr. Rudd was standing behind me. A couple of weeks ago, I remember I wasn't doing my EGD homework for sure. He then threatened me not to allow me to play soccer for the school. And I wasn't happy about this at the time, but I realized soon after this that he was doing this because of for my own good. So to end off, we'll leave you with this quote by John Maxwell. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. So you are an inspiration to all and you will be missed, but we wish you a prodigious journey in this new chapter of your life. So will you please accept this gift on behalf of the school?
Good morning to the boys, Mr. Duvall, the Weinberg staff, old boys, the teachers, and the Weinberg community. It was 16 years ago that Mr. Richardson met a young Roland Rudd, a fourth-year student at the University of Free State. Weinberg happened to be on tour to Nomad's hockey festival, which was hosted at Grey, my old school. It was 16 years ago that Mr. Richardson took a chance on me and appointed me to Weinberg and placed me in Littlewood Hostel. I consider myself blessed to be part of the Weinberg community. The Weinberg community received my family with open arms and gave us a space we could call our home. I find it difficult to express the emotions that I'm feeling, but what I know is that I'm privileged to be given a lifetime of memories. If I could do it all over again, I would have tried to do even more. I would have not wasted even a minute. I've been dreading speaking to the school, the hostel, my colleagues, and the Weinberg community, because this was a speech I was hoping to make 20 years or so down the line when I was older, my children had left the school, and I had taught several of your sons at Weinberg. The end of my journey at Weinberg has come too soon, and I'm going to miss being part of the Weinberg community. Whilst I'm at peace with the decision, it doesn't make it easier. I'm reminded by a quote by Winnie the Pooh, where he says, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." And this is one of the hardest things I've had to do. I'm sad to leave you all behind. I am, however, at peace. In 2019, whilst on tour to Bloemfontein, we were driving on our bus, and my attention was drawn to St. Andrews. What I felt has stayed with me, and it is why I find myself where I am now. When I decided to apply for the position, I was at no stage concerned about the process. There were a number of curveballs thrown my way, but at all times I experienced peace about the move to St. Andrews. When I walked out of the interview, I knew I had the job. And how I attribute what happened to me throughout the process is probably best summed up by Alex Cravens, who said, "Every person in all of history has been placed in the time that they were because of God's sovereign plan. I'm going to miss Wynberg and all that's on offer. I'm going to miss my classes and the fun I had with my boys. I'm going to miss Littlewood, my home for the last 15 and a half years. I'm going to miss the boys who grew up in my home and who have grown to be good friends of mine. I'm going to miss being out on the sports fields with my teams. I'm going to miss walking my dogs on the school fields. I'm going to miss the Wynberg staff members, who are an amazing bunch of people. I will miss the mountain and the campus. It still takes my breath away. I'm going to miss the gees in the school and the magic that happens at the inter-school fixtures. I'm going to miss concert in the quad. I'm going to miss the team spunbow sessions. I'm going to miss collecting Santa shoeboxes and Easter eggs with the help of the Wynberg community. I will miss the manners of the boys, the pride in appearance, and the never say die attitude. I will miss the grade 8 challenge, the obstacle course, the sports day, and the inter-house gala. I will miss the quadrangular and PAL athletics, Grey Weekend, and Heritage Week. I will miss the Friday night lights and the Saturday morning activities with coffee and a croissant. I'm going to miss the school assemblies and the lessons learned from stage. I'm going to miss the hostel food. I'm going to miss those laughs in the corridors and around the campus. All of this and more is what makes Wynberg special. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this incredible school. I walk away a better man for having had you in my life. On Friday morning, the kitchen at Littlewood will get busy with preparing bacon and eggs. But before all of that, and before the wake-up bell sounds, the Rudds will depart Littlewood and Wynberg, and the sun will rise to meet us on the N1. I pray that the school and the Wynberg community is blessed abundantly, and that you will remember and strive to do what Micah explained. Do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. Thank you.